What's up, investors? You're watching Chain Trends Crypto. My name is Mike. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on Twitter, make sure you follow me, or on LinkedIn. Send me a connection. Make sure you follow me. Please also leave a comment no matter what platform you're on because your feedback is important to me. Remember, this is not financial advice. This is educational content. I like to do deep dives and research on blockchains in an objective and honest way. And just basically share the information. Yesterday, I saw something really interesting on Twitter. I'd seen Eric Wall, who is a very well-known crypto analyst, digital assets, analyst. He's a very deep thinker, very technical, definitely one of the best. And I saw him taking some crap on Twitter yesterday from the HEX community. Which, by the way, is, to my estimation, about the third most well-represented community on social medias, behind Bitcoin and Ethereum. The HEX community is definitely growing, and they're definitely rabid, and they love their founder. I mean, they love this guy, Richard Hart. You can't say anything about HEX or Richard Hart on social media without being attacked, and I know that firsthand. Because I'm not a HEX holder, and I've had some questions. I wouldn't say I was critical because I really just don't understand. I just don't know it. I don't understand the project. But I right away just bash, boom, you idiot. There's a lot of them. So take that for what you will. The way I took it was the community is growing, and they're passionate, and they're going to continue to get people and onboard people. It's basically free marketing. It's a free marketing department, right? Like, these guys have guys and girls, and they have millions of dollars of liquidity there, and it's their marketing department, and they're going to try to onboard new users to ensure that they get their capital. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's that's everywhere. That's not exclusive to this project. If I'm being fair, that's basically everywhere, right? I mean, look at NFTs and Ethereum is so highly priced because the early holders are so wealthy. That's at least what I think. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I thought this was a particularly interesting topic because of the dynamics, and there's a few things like packaged in this story that I just think are worth exploring. So here's, first and foremost, here's a very well established, very well respected veteran of the space sitting down with Richard Hart to discuss what HEX is and the concept of it. This video took place in 2019, and it went something like this.
So it turns out that in crypto, you do not need to have utility, you do not need to have demand, you need to have a good story and good marketing.
Sorry, Rich, this is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Everyone in this hotel could have locks that don't work, and you wouldn't know because you're not actually Tesla.
This is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
So how about
There's the gist anyway. So after chatting for a couple minutes and getting into the concepts of HEX, Eric had the take that HEX was the dumbest idea that he's ever had heard in his life. What he didn't realize and what he didn't factor in was the idea that with this, you're going to get a marketing department, and they're going to get out there and spread the word and build and da-da-da. So was he wrong? Those are things that are never going to show up on a balance sheet. So one of my points that I wanted to make during the video was that, yes, it's nice to have all the technical, know this, know that, and follow the information, rely on the information. I believe in that. But you got to have a little bit of flexibility and a little bit of imagination when it comes to people and game theory. And again, I didn't get HEX. I missed it. I still don't get HEX. Still don't get it. But with that being said, Richard Hart, after getting a little more familiar with him and seeing like what he's doing, and I'm not going to judge in a good way or a bad way, but just from observing objectively, I'm just observing what he's doing. It does look like if you're a retail investor and you want to make money, there may be a window. Now, I don't know if it's going to be a long-term window, a 10-year, 50, 20-year, I don't know, or if it's going to be a short window. That I have no idea about. But if you're a speculator in retail, it looks like there may be a window when this man is involved. People have done very well with HEX in all the research that I could see. It looks like a lot of people bought houses, Lamborghinis, et cetera. The price has gone up. It's dropped. It's gone up again. It's dropped. And each time it's dropped, it's recovered. So people take profits. So the liquidity seems to be there. Haven't found any problems. So to be fair, I will say that. But again, I just don't understand the whole T shares, and I just don't get it all. But Pulse Chain, on the other hand, which is the second project, I could see something happening with that. Now, anyway, to get into the second part of that video with Eric Wall, just got into a second video, which kind of started all this. It was released yesterday. I saw it on Twitter, and that's when I noticed the HEX community really like bashing this guy. And I just thought it was funny. It's like, come on, guys, you're not smarter than an Eric Wall because, he missed this. You know what I mean? It's kind of ridiculous in a way, but also too, sometimes the other cool part about this was sometimes you're too smart for your own good, and that's not good either too. So don't overthink it. But anyway, here's the second version, the video.
This is Eric Wall from Sweden. I'm on my way to my office, and it's the end of the year, the beginning of the new year, so I'm on my way to my Stockholm office to write a fund report. And the fund report is going to cover the performance of the fund for this year, and I'll have to go into some detail around how I was able to miss the best performing asset of the year, which is HEX. Even though I knew the founder, I sat down with the founder, he explained the concept of HEX to me and urged me to purchase it as a friend, and I called it the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life. So now I'm going to have to write a fund report explaining why I didn't buy the asset, and hopefully I'll get to keep my job. So let's see how it goes.
So, it's pretty harsh, I'm sure Eric's going to keep his job. I'm sure he's done a good job in other areas, but that's a tough pill to swallow, especially as a fund manager. They're going to want results. They want ROI, and they're going to want to know why you missed the biggest return of the year, especially when you sat down with the founder. And definitely what he missed was the game theory of the built-in marketing department. And, again, I missed it too. A lot of us did. You live to fight another day. But the moral of the story really is, don't be too smart for your own good either. But also be humble as well. It's like Eric Wall knows far more than probably 99.9% of the Hexicans are going to know. Even Richard knows how smart Eric Wall is. So to see that kind of disrespect from the community is, come on, guys. But, winners get bragging rights, right? So it is what it is. But I just thought that was a really interesting story. Let me know what you guys think. Was Eric right, wrong? Did he miss something? Do you like HEX? Do you own HEX? Do you stay away from HEX? And Pulse Chain. Pulse Chain's another opportunity. So let's see what happens. If you guys are watching, thank you so much. Be sure to hit that like button, follow, subscribe, whatever you're watching on. Thank you so much and have a great day.